I need you to be brave. A man will come and take you away.
Hello there, Sarah from 17 once again. This is Mission 18, Blackwater Park, and this is the Penthouse. This is another mission I thought I was going to have a lot of trouble with until I did that. If you don't realise what I've just done there, when I ran, I got the attention of these people outside the door, and if you do this correctly by running into cover against this wall, this guy should come and investigate, enabling you to subdue him and take his disguise. The cool thing about this fella's disguise is there are only, I think, 4 of them on this level. So everybody else is not going to have a single problem with you, and it gives you almost complete immunity to explore this level. This is how the disguises should work. There should be one high-value disguise that is quite difficult to find, but once you find it, you've got complete immunity. This is one of those disguises. The only thing to bear in mind is the remainder of this unit that look like you are following the target, so you need to be very careful when you're near the target. And the cool thing about this mission is I ended up getting her into an interesting situation where I followed her into the panic room to kill her. It triggers a cutscene that gets a little bit basic instincty, and I managed to do what happens that follows that cutscene, which I'm not going to spoil. And I didn't realise it did that. And she actually killed me because I didn't want to shoot her. I thought it was going to give me the opportunity to fight, and it doesn't. It just wants you to shoot her. But when I tried it again and I repeated the exact same steps I did, the only difference is I cut a little corner. The guards were outside the front of the room and they wouldn't let me pass, and I couldn't understand why. This section here, if you're wondering, this is probably unnecessary, but I did it just in case. If you go into this room, you can get a key card, and I assumed the key card was going to help me somehow. I assumed it was going to be useful. There's also a checkpoint so that I didn't have to, mess about getting this disguise again, so it's useful for the checkpoint if nothing else. But this key card will help you navigate the map. That's why I've picked it up. But once again, I don't think I need it on the path I'm going to be showing you, so you don't necessarily have to come this way. I shoot the box so that he doesn't, spot me when I come out of the room. He can be a bit of a bastard. I do not go down those stairs to the right because the mark is under them at this moment in time, so it's much safer to go this way. And you're going to see me take a little, scenic route through this next room where I look into the right-hand side of the display cabinets, which is an empty room with a bunch of bears and a bunch of taxidermist stuff. And the reason I did it is that the first time through, when I went through that room, by the time I approached Layla, all of these soldiers that looked like me had left the room. I did it on this run when I knew what I was doing, and they didn't leave, so I had to distract them anyway, so what you're about to see in a couple of seconds is unnecessary. So let's see how this plays out. So they are the guys that will spot you. Make sure you do not go anywhere near them. This is my little detour. You don't have to do this, folks. I was just doing it to see if it would do what the decontamination mission did, if you remember, where I twisted the pipe and magically the guy had gone. So I was hoping if you walk in this room, magically the script makes those soldiers move on to the next area. But I remember when I got there on the first playthrough, she says to them to leave her alone, and they walk into the next room, and that's what enables you to go into the panic room and kill her. But on this opportunity, it didn't happen. I don't know why, folks. This is one of those games where every so often you're going to get those variables that you can't control. So instead, I shoot the wall, it makes him turn to the left, and then I walk past him, I go up to the fake wall that leads to the panic room, and it's going to trigger this cutscene. And this is insanity, because as we know, if you've played Hitman before, 47 has absolutely no interest in the female form. He is a biological weapon that has been reared to kill. And, you can't flaunt your titties and hope to get one up on the man, because he's just going to fuck you up. And there is the silent assassin, folks. There is this bitch that I'm going to give a couple more bullet holes for killing me the last time. And then all you have to do is exit and you're done. And the cutscene I skipped there is pretty fantastic. She gets all seductive on your ass and starts stripping off, so some of the prepubescent guys are going to have a real good time with it. I just couldn't stop noticing that her bra was clipping through her skin, because I'm just that kind of guy. But pick up the phone and the mission is done. All that's left now is to see the rankings and see the hard work. But thanks for watching. I hope it's helping, and I will see you in the next missions. You take care now.